There was a hearing held for the detention of Tariq Abu Khadair, the 15-year-old who was apparently beaten unconscious by Israeli police, footage of which this incident took place on Thursday in the Shurfat neighbourhood of East Jerusalem, footage of which was filmed by people on their mobile phones and released by Palestinian human rights groups who described it as state-sanctioned violence against a child. Now, Tariq Abu Khadair is a US citizen. He's of Palestinian descent, and his family had been visiting the East Jerusalem neighbourhood for Ramadan, and when this occurred, now he has had US consular assistance, and they were with him in the court today, and when they had visited him yesterday, said they were profoundly disturbed by those images. Now, when he was released, as you said, there were various conditions of release. Those were paid for, and he was able to walk out of the court. This is what he had to say when he came out.
Sorry.
Do you know who attacked you, Tariq?
No, I think it was the police.
And what were you doing in the place where you were attacked?
I was standing and watching. I was watching the group of people. I was watching the group of people, and they came from the side of me, and they grabbed me from the side of me.
And have you been treated well while you've been in prison?
I've been treated.
And do you know what you have to do now? What have they told? Where do you go now? What happens now?
We will tell him. We will tell him. We will tell him, and the family will tell him.
Well, as you can see from those shots there, still very significant bruising on Tariq Abu Khadair's face, the 15-year-old subjected to that beating. When the court decided, when the judge ruled that he could be released on those conditions, we went with his parents to the police station in occupied East Jerusalem, where they signed forms and made the payment. And when we were there, we did grab a quick word with his mother, who described what it was like to see her son like that inside the court.
The swelling is just unbearable for me to look at him. When I first saw him, I did not see him. I have not seen him before today. So when I first saw him, I just burst out into tears, me and him. And I asked the judge if I can please give him a hug when I first walked in. And at first she said, no, you can't. But a couple of minutes later, I guess because she saw the American consulate with me, the U.S. consulate, she did allow me to get up and give him a hug.